Hi everyone, welcome, or I should say welcome back. And I will let you know at the end of this video why welcome back. So my name is Maria. I am a Romanian knitter living in Norway, knitting and living in Norway since May 2022. I need a sip of water. And this is my crafty place where I will come whenever I will have the time to share with you my work. I am 42. I live here with my husband, our son. I have a teenager autistic. He is 14 and today he is out with his friend and my husband is still at work. But he will come and you will probably hear our dog barking and barking. However, today it is the most beautiful day we had here in Norway in months. I mean, today it feels like the first day of spring. Well, it's not yet spring, but it feels, I can hear the birds, I have the window open, there is sun, the temperature are finally not below zero, which is perfect. Now, I won't lose time rambling, but I have to give you like a spoiler alert. I am not a native English speaker, but I will do my best to have as good as possible pronunciation. So bear with me, please. Welcome. I'm happy to have you here. Well, at least I hope somebody will watch this. So, yeah, I will start right away with knitting with what I am wearing because this, guys, I've started this cardigan almost 2 years ago. More specific, I've started this in the summer of 2022. And I was so excited with this project. So this is a pattern by Knit Spot. I think her name is Anne Herson. I'm not sure, but I will try to leave the correct information on the screen and in the box below. So I fall in love with the pictures of this cardigan on her Instagram, and I thought I need to do this. I got these yarns for this cardigan. I hope you can see it. This is 100% wool, and I held this yarn double because otherwise it is a lace yarn. Unfortunately, I have no access to this yarn because the store I brought this has closed in a couple of months ago. But yeah, I will show you. I hope you can see the fit. So I've made size 8. Now I realized that I could have go down a size in the pattern, but back then I didn't realize this. So this is a bottom-up construction by pieces. So you start with the back, then you are working the fronts, then you are working the sleeves bottom up. It has a saddle shoulder that you are working when finishing the sleeve. So it is attached to the sleeve. Oh, you cannot see it here. When I got this pattern, there was nothing on the website in the description of the pattern about the fact that you are knitting by pieces. So when I opened the pattern and start to read because I wanted to cast on, I was so disappointed because I've never done a garment like this by pieces. Actually, I've never done something by piece pieces and then sew them together. So I panicked a little bit. I also never done a saddle shoulder. I didn't understand the pattern. Now that I'm looking back, I realize that it is actually a very well explained pattern. It is very easy to follow. But back then it felt like, oh my God, I will never be able to do this. And this is the main reason it took me almost 2 years to finish this. Okay, so I have to take a break because my husband has arrived and the dog will start to bark. Okay, so I had to close the window because there is a lot of noise outside with my dog being so excited that his favorite human has arrived home. So you guessed, my husband, it is his favorite person. It doesn't matter how hard I've tried to raise him and taking care of him and taking him out, feeding, and also I'm not his favorite person. Okay, back to this cardigan. So as I've said, I was quite disappointed. And this was the reason this project set aside for months before knitting a few rows and then a couple of months again on hold and then pick the project again and make a couple of more rows. Now, the hardest part for me was to sew this, as you can see, and here. I think for each sleeve I had to unravel like 3 times because I was not matching, as you can see, the decreases on the sleeve with the decreases on the yoke or the raglan. As you can see, it has this line. So this is sew. I think I've done in the end a good job. This is how it looks on the inside because I'm folding the sleeves. Sometimes it is quite long at the sleeves part. But again, it's nothing I can change because it's bottom up. And yeah, it doesn't bother me. It is a little bit oversized, mostly because I was not on gauge. So this is a project for a 4mm needle. And I've used the 4mm needles. However, I think it turned out very nice. I love to wear this. I like it very, very much. I've done only one modification. So in the pattern, the bottom band, it is actually a 1x1 ribbing. I'm out of breath. However, I've decided to work a 2x, not a 2x2, sorry, double knitted bottom band because I think it will hold on better in time and I really love it. I love these buttons too. I think it matched the color spots of the yarn. Yeah, so overall I'm very, very happy with this. The pattern is it recommends you, once you have all the pieces done, to wash and block them separately to the measurement you will find in the pattern. However, I did not do this. What I did is to work the same number of rows on each part. And then after I've made all the parts, I sew them together. So you first attach the back with the fronts here on the side. Here, you can see. Okay. And then you start here with the sleeve, with the saddle shoulder. You sew the saddle shoulder on this part of the back and the front of the cardigan. And then, so you go back, you go down, you start here, go down on the shoulder, then here the armpit, underarm, and then up again and here. So I think sewing this was the hardest part for me. Now, 2 years ago, if somebody would have had asked me, Maria, would you like to knit another project by pieces and sew them together? I would have said definitely no. But now, after having this project finished, I am realizing that making a garment by pieces, it will actually give you a more better fit. And this is what I want to achieve with every garment I'm making. A good fit, a finished garment that I would like to wear, a garment that I will feel comfortable to wear it. I will feel good to wear it. So yes, now after almost 2 years since I've started this project, I can say that I will definitely make another garment by pieces because I am a big size. I have a 126 centimeters bust. Also, this part here, it is also big, so it's not small. So I think just look at these shoulders. Look how beautiful this cardigan is sitting on my shoulders. So it's not falling off my shoulder. I really think this is one of the most one of the cardigan with one of the best fit you can ever make. The designer, I didn't say this, right? I don't remember. So the designer name is or the Instagram handle for the designer is Knit Spot. I will put it on the screen. She also have her own yarn. I think the name of the yarn is Bare Naked Wool. And I think it's undyed yarn. It's natural yarn, wool yarn. I have on my list, if you will go to her website, you will see that she has a couple of cardigans, cable cardigans, really beautiful. And I'm so convinced that I think she is from the old school knitter. I don't know exactly her age, but I truly believe she's from the old school knitter, and I love it because with this pattern, oh boy, I've learned so much. And yeah, I'm planning at some point to knit one of her cable cardigans. Also, she has so many sizes in the pattern. And oh, by the way, you have when I got this pattern, I didn't realize, because it was not again specified in the description of the pattern, that I actually got two patterns in one, because I have instructions to make the version, the sweater version. And I think I will do it, but I think I would like to try to make it just in stockinette stitch. This is a 3x1 ribbing on the front side, so three knit stitches followed by a purl stitch, and this is the repeat. And on the wrong side, you just purl every stitch. But I think I would like to give it a try to the sweater, but only in stockinette stitch. Now I know the pattern, so it doesn't scare me anymore. And I think if I manage to make the cardigan, I think now it should be easier for me to make the sweater. But in in the future. Now I have other plans. Um, yeah, I don't think I have something else to say about this project. I've said the yarn, 4 millimeters. Oh, and I've made size 8. Size 8. Um, I think the finished measurements for the bust on this size was like 130 something centimeters, but I think mine is a little bit larger because, yeah, I was not on gauge. Yeah, so I'm very happy to have this off my needles. I like this yarn very much. It is rustic, but I can wear it next to my skin without problems. However, after washing and blocking, it is much softer than I expected, because when knitting with this has a lot of spinning oil in it. So it felt very rough on my hands, my fingers, my neck, because I hold the yarn on my neck when knitting. I am a Portuguese Greek style knitter. So yeah, I'm happy to have it. I wear this a lot, especially here in Norway. We had a very tough winter. It was below zero most of the time. So yeah, this is wonderful. Okay, I have more finished projects, but I won't show them all today because I'm hoping to not make a very long episode. But I will show you what I finished this morning. So this is my January cast on that I just finished this morning. I still have to wave some ends on the wrong side. So this is the Elisabeth Blouse by Petite Knit. And oh boy, this was a lot of work. Okay, I don't know if you can see. I will come close. Let's talk about a little bit of this. So the yarn I was using was this hand-dyed yarn from a Norwegian dyer that is called Unique Garn. And this is Filcolana tilia mohair. Now, this yarn has a story. Let's say that this is the 4th project that I've tried to make using this yarn. So I fall in love with this yarn a year ago. I think I got this yarn. I don't remember if December or January, and I got this yarn from the store. I was going to the Knit Cafe where I got this too, that now the store does not exist anymore, unfortunately. I am not a pink person. If somebody is asking me what colors I'm gravitating to, pink is not one of them. But I have to say, when I saw this, it was love at first sight. I thought, oh my God, what I am doing with this yarn. I'm in my 40s. I don't know if pink is what I should wear. I am a little bit all over the place with the colors because I'm starting to notice how I'm growing old, and it's not a bad thing. I'm okay with it. I accept it. I'm very proud of the years I have, and but I'm trying to realize that many things that I could wear years ago, now I cannot wear them because, yeah, it does not suit my age anymore. Or, yeah, I don't know. I'm going through some changes. However, I got this yarn. I pair it with the mohair, thinking that I will make the October sweater by Petite Knit. And I almost finished that sweater. When I put the sweater on me, I didn't like it. So I ripped all the sweater. And then I tried to make the Stockholm V-neck sweater by Petite Knit. I unraveled that project too because I didn't like it. And then I started to make garter stitch cardigan that I drafted myself. And I almost finished the raglan part and then I unraveled. And in January, I don't know what happened to me. I've said, okay, I will make the Elisabeth Blouse. I have to do something with this yarn. I have to say that this is the most expensive yarn I have ever bought. This sweater cost me 200 euro. Now, I could never go and pay 200 euro for a sweater. However, I don't understand why I got yarn of that amount of money. So it's crazy to understand this logic. I mean, I don't think there is a logic. So I wanted to experience what it feels to knit with henna yarn paired with the mohair, because this is the Instagram trend. However, this is superwash, and I can tell you that I think this will be the first and the last time I will buy hand-dyed superwash to knit with it. I don't like it. It is soft. It is beautiful. It's nice to knit with it. But guys, I don't know your experience, but my gauge is changing like crazy with every part of the garment. It changed so much that I couldn't manage to make something beautiful with it. And also this is so thick, so I cannot wear this like today because this is for minus degrees. I'm happy I finished this. I have to say that I choose size 7. However, I didn't finish all the increases in the raglan. So I stopped once I had 276 stitches, underarm stitches included, because I didn't want this to be oversized. Again, I'm not on gauge. Another modification I've made, I made 2 little buttonholes because I'm not sure I can wear this open. So I have 2 little buttons in pink like pearls, and I will use them. I didn't like how this looked open on big sizes. Yeah. And then I work a different length. So for my size, the pattern is telling you that once you have a number of centimeters starting middle back neckline not included, then you work the hem. Well, what I did is to measure from the underarm 30 centimeters, and then I've made a 10 centimeters hem. Another thing I've changed, I've made 2 by 2 ribbing hem, also for the sleeves, and the pattern gives instructions for 1 by 1 ribbing. This collar took me like 2 weeks. Of course, I didn't work on this only a couple of rows a day because I knew it will be overwhelming, and I did not want to lose the joy of the project, you know. And yeah, now I was speaking in Romanian. I'm sorry. Now it's finished, and I'm happy. I just need to wave in ends. Um, I had the dog hair on it. Wave in ends and wash this, block this, and yeah, it will be ready to be weared whenever the weather it is very cold. So yeah, happy to have this finished. I don't know what else I should say. Oh, um, as I've said, I'm not a big fan of pairing two expensive strands of yarn together. So this is not a project I can afford every month. I don't think I will repeat this experience in the next future. But yeah, you never know what comes out. Um, I think I have better alternatives, woolly alternatives, much, much cheaper and also a great quality yarn. So yeah, it was an experience. I'm not regretting this. This will have a lot of memory. This yarn is the last I got from my favorite store. It's the yarn I got at my last knitting cafe evening at that store. So yeah, it has a lot of memories. It is precious. Um, yeah, but I don't think I will repeat. Maybe I will buy henna yarn for, I don't know, color work to be as a contrasting color. But for a full garment, no, because I'm a big size and this, it is too expensive for myself. I'm not working for the moment, so only my husband works. And I don't feel comfortable using our family money on this. With this money I could pay the electricity or the car, or yeah, it's just my opinion. But I'm happy to have this ready, and I hope next time I will film an episode. I will wear this and you can see how this looks on my body. Okay, next I will talk about my most active whip, which is another sweater, and I'm planning to finish this end of the week because I'm almost there. This is my New Year cast on, and I should have finished this until now, but I ran out of the main color, and it took me a couple of weeks until I went again to Bergen, although Bergen is at 25 kilometers from my small village. I go there only with my husband, with our family car, and I don't know how to go there with the bus. I need to take 2 or 3 buses, and I never have time. So I had to wait a couple of weeks until my husband had a free Saturday to go to my store and buy the yarn. So about this pattern, this is Blizzard by Jessica McDonald, and it is a friendly beginner color work. You have this yoke. For the contrasting, this orange, I had something in my stash for years. I had like maybe 50 grams. This is alpaca by Katia. Katia is a Spanish yarn producer. And I didn't had enough because I ran out of yarn 2 rows before finishing the color work chart. So I'm missing 2 rows, but I think it's okay. As you can see, I'm working on the first sleeve. I'm halfway through the first sleeve, and then I just have to make the second sleeve. For me, sleeves are something very easy to do. one modification I've made, oh, I don't remember exactly. I think I've added, yeah, I have short rows before splitting. I have shorter rows here at the back. It is puckering, and I think it will stay like this. I don't think this will fix with any type of blocking because it's the pattern. So all the increases are happening in the first half of the yoke, half part. And the rest of the yoke, you just work without making any increases. So of course, you can see how the fabric is gathering. I hope wearing this won't be so annoying, the puckering, but I think it will be okay. This was a mindless project for me. You don't need to catch floats because you have only like 3 stitches, so there's no need to catch floats. 3 stitches in one color, of course. Yeah, it was easy. I like, this is the Filcolana Pernila. I will show you, just 1 second. So this is the Filcolana Pernila. And this is the color 954. It's this light gray. I love it. Yeah, gray and gray. Yeah, I was in a gray mood. Yeah, so in total, I got 8 balls of Filcolana, but I think I will end up using only 7. Yeah, so I don't think I have too much to say about it. It's a nice project. It is beginner friendly, and I'm sure I will love to wear this. Now I have, so this was my December cast on. The Elisabeth Blouse was my January cast on, and I have a February cast on that I have on hold until I finish this project. My February cast on, it is Alvar Pullover by Sari Nordlund. I'm trying to take out my first version and then I show you the changes. Okay, so my first start was this, using this yarn, Smart by Sanes Garn. This is 100% wool, but I guess it's superwash wool, and it is very, very thick, and it only has 100 meter per 50 grams. I love this color so much, but I give up to make the sweater using this yarn because I'm doing a large size. So I would have end up with almost 1 kilogram of sweater, and it would have been too heavy for my comfort, you know. I mean, it's not a cardigan, it's a sweater that I need to wear underneath my coat. So I think almost 1 kilogram sweater, it is too much. That's why I changed the yarn into this. So now I'm using 1 strand of Rauma, Lamul garn. So this is lamb wool, together with 1 strand of this Alpaca by Sannes Garn. So this is lace. This is the substitute for mohair, you know. So now I'm holding this together, and I have this so far. I just finished the first part of the back chart. I like to make balls like this, round balls. So, of course, I have dog hair here. I have a black Labrador. Luckily, I can see the hair whenever pops out in my knitting. Okay, so this is my February cast on. So once I finish my Colorwork sweater, starting next week, I want to work on this. I like more this fabric, and I know it will soften a lot with washing and blocking. And I love this. I love this texture, and I'm looking forward to make more of these sweaters. I love the color. I don't have nothing in this. It's not cream. It's a mix of a cream and light beige, and it's nice. I love it. Yeah, I have no more to say about this project so far because yeah, I'm just at the beginning of it. I can tell you that I got more yarn. I think for my size, I don't know if I'm doing size 5. I will tell more next time. I think the total amount of yarn it's around 1,700 meters or something, but I have 2,000 meters because I want to make the body a little bit longer. In the pattern, it's not a cropped sweater, but it's in between. You know, it's not long, but not enough cropped. But I think I like, I not only I would like, I also need to make it a little bit longer than the pattern suggests. So I got more yarn. In total, I paid for this yarn around 1,000 kronas. I will tell you in euro what, I forgot my phone, what this means. Let's see. So 1,000 kronas till euro. Okay, so this will be like around 88 euro for all this yarn, which I think it's still in the friendly budget project, considering the size I'm making. So I'm making a big size. So yeah, it is expected to buy more yarn for my size. But with 88 euros, yeah, I think, yeah, I can afford a sweater a month or every 2 months with this money. I'm sorry. Now, I want to show you just another 2 projects. A hat that I'm making for myself, of course, for the next winter, because this will be very, very thick. So I wanted to try the new yarn from Sandnes, and I love this combination. It's my, I think here are one of my favorite colors. So this is Poppy by Sandnes. This is like 110 meters. The needles recommended are 5.5 until 7 millimeter. I'm using 5. And this is the color 2311. And it's an interesting... so this is 50% super fine alpaca, 35% cotton, and 15% merino wool, if you can see here. And I love these colors. Look how beautiful they are. So I'm making a Musselborough hat, of course, not in stockinette stitch. So I've changed and making one by one. It's a little bit ugly, this part here with the increases, but this will be inside the hat. So the decreased part will look better. And of course, I'm making this double. I'm hoping this will relax a little bit on washing, and it will be very, very thick. And for Norway and the weather here, I don't think it's too thicker because, yeah, when you have minus 10 or 15 degrees, this is perfect to wear. I have another ball and I think I will make it. It's, yeah, I wouldn't say it's not cheap. It's not super expensive. However, I paid like I think a little bit more than 10 kronas per ball, and this will be like 8 and something euro per ball. Also, I would love to make a sweater with this. I'm hesitating because I know I will need a lot of yarn and it will be a heavy garment, but I shall see. I shall see. So this is one project I have on my needles, but it's just when I need something small and want to take a break for from my sweaters. So I will finish this when I will finish this. Although it's 5.5, no, 5 millimeter needle, so it goes very fast. And my last project is actually the project I'm carrying in my school bag. It's a hat for my son. And I'm working this every day for 20 minutes maybe. Yeah, it look small, but it will expand. So this is also the Musselborough hat. I mean, I'm following the instructions regarding the increases and all that, but in one by one ribbing. And this is also Sunday, this time by Petit Knit from Sannes Garn. And I got this on sale. There were two balls, but they were different dye lots. Now I attached this. It's not black, but it is a very, very, very dark blue. And I can say that this new ball, it is a little bit lighter. However, it doesn't matter because this will be in the inside, then folded, so it won't make such a big difference. And it was too bad to leave this yarn there. There were only two balls, and normally I will pay this for this like maybe 7 euro for a ball, but I think I paid like not even 3 euro. It was the last two, and yeah, it was a shame not to buy them and make a hat. And I love this yarn. And although it is fingering, I know that being a double fabric, it will be warm. So yeah, this is a project I'm working a little bit every day when I'm going to school. I'm learning the Norwegian language, so I go to school every day for a couple of hours, and in my breaks I will make a few rows at this hat. I think I will I decided that this year I will always have a hat on my needles because I think this is the perfect gift for Christmas, and I have a lot of children close to me, and I can gift them for the next Christmas some hats. And these the parents of the children are very much in love with my knitting, and they really, really appreciate the work goes into making even a hat. Yeah. So I think this was all for this first episode. I hope to have time today to edit this and to upload this episode. Um, I don't think I've done a good job because I was a little bit stressed since my husband came home, and we need to go out because the weather it is wonderful. And I think that's it for today. I will come back in a few weeks, and maybe next time I will show you other finished projects if I have. If not, just a reminder, we are not in a competition. We don't need to do what everybody else is doing. I'm not planning a number of sweaters that I want to knit for myself each year. I'm just planning to work on something that brings me joy, that relax me, that I don't know, a color that I love, a pattern that I really appreciate. So I'm not in a competition, not even with myself. So maybe there will be times when I will have more finished objects. Maybe there will be times when I won't have finished objects because, yeah, life, time is everything. And since I've started school on January 3rd, I can definitely say that I have less time for knitting. Some days I'm not managing not even a couple of rows. Yeah, but it's okay. So I knit whenever I am in the mood, whenever I have free time and I want to relax. I can knit a couple of rows. And in the end, I want to recommend a podcast that I watch. I watch a lot of podcasts, so I will try to end my episodes with a recommendation. This time, guys, I want to recommend you the most sweet little girl. I call her little girl because she's very young. I'm not sure if she's still in the high school or maybe she's on college. I'm not sure. It's just she is so wonderful. She's from Finland and her podcast it is in English, and I will tell you in 1 second the name of her. I know her name is Inka, and oh my god, she is so talented. Okay, so her sorry, her podcast, no, her channel is the name of the channel is Inkan Luoma, and her handle is Inkan Knits. So if you can see her, I will leave her link below. The projects she is doing, my god, she's so talented, and you can have so much inspiration from her projects. The way she worked a Marie Wallin project. If you are a knitter, maybe you know about Marie Wallin. She's, I'm not sure if she's British or Scottish or designer, colorwork designer. I mean, she's one of the most known colorwork designers. She has her own yarn brand and she's making patterns, and oh my god. And this little girl, I'm keep telling her little girl, I hope she won't be upset on me, but yeah, since I'm in my 40s, I see her like like a child, but my god, what she has done with that sweater, the way she changed the pattern and the finished result, I know I could have never done what she has done. I think she has very special instincts, regarding knitting and changes she can make, and the structure of the pattern. I think, yeah, she's wonderful. And I don't know how she managed, but my guys, she has the most affordable projects in terms of money she spends on the yarns. So go and check her out. She's wonderful, and I'm always happy when I get a notification that she posted a new episode. And I think that's it for today. Thank you if you have stayed until the end. Also, in the end, I want to say that this channel is not monetized anymore. But if you keep seeing the ads, I have no control. This is all YouTube. I don't receive nothing. So I'm sorry if this video will be interrupted by the ads. Have a nice weekend, and I will see you next time.